Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk. So we have had all the group stage games in the Olympics now, and we are getting close to the quarterfinals, which will be happening in just a few days' time. And there's been a few surprises so far in the tournament, mainly USA not performing up to their usual standards, and the Netherlands are looking unformidable up top. So we'll go through each group quickly and have a look forward to the quarterfinals. So in Group E, Great Britain finished top of the group, scoring 4 goals, conceding 1. That 1 goal came against Canada. Hegaresa's side have looked okay, but again, never really been a standout team in this tournament so far. I mean, the opening game they beat Chile 2-0, Ellen White with both goals. They controlled that game and it was a fairly easy win for them. But then the second game against Japan, it was a very lonely 1-0 win for GB. Again, Ellen White scoring the only goal. And both teams had chances, but neither could make anything clinical count until late in the second half when Ellen White scored with 16 minutes left. And then their final game against Canada, well, both teams already knew that they were through. It was just a matter of which position they'd be finishing in. And 5 minutes from time, Great Britain managed to find their equaliser through a Nichelle Prince's own goal, though it was initially credited with Caroline Weir. However, it didn't matter as they went on to finish top of the group. Canada themselves have had quite a good tournament. Obviously, they drew that final game with Great Britain 1-1. They beat Chile 2-1 with Janine Becky scoring both goals either side of half-time. And in their opener, they drew 1-1 with Japan. Christine Sinclair scoring her 187th goal. So them two finished top 2 of the group, Japan finishing 3rd and Chile finishing 4th. So it is also Japan that go through as one of the best third-place teams in the tournament, despite only scoring 2 goals in the tournament so far. In Group F, Netherlands, Brazil, Zambia and China. Wow, this has been the group of goals galore every match day. I mean, the opening set of games, Brazil beat China 5-0 with Marta, Debinha and Ludmilla all getting on the score sheet, just to name a few. The Netherlands beat Zambia 10-3 with Vivianne and Miedema scoring goals galore. Shanice van der Sande and Lika Martins. Gilles Roord also scoring, and first goal for Victoria Pelova as well, though. Although it was a high scoreline, you've got to give credit to Zambia as Barbara Banda, who scored a hat-trick, and she becomes the first Zambian to score a hat-trick at the Olympics. So credit to her, and obviously Miedema scored her first hat-trick at the Olympics as well. Then in the second set of games that took place over the course of the weekend, Zambia and China played out a 4-4 draw. Again, Barbara Banda scoring a hat-trick to take her tally up to 6 goals in the tournament. However, Wang Shuang scored all 4 of China's goals as they came back from 4, despite leading actually at 1 point 3-1 in the game. But Zambia pulled it back in the second half, and then a late Shuang goal made it all equal, and the Netherlands drew their second game 3-3 with Brazil. Again, Vivianne Miedema scoring a brace, Dominic Janssen scoring an excellent free kick to seal the point for Serena Wiegmann's side, and Ludmilla, Marta and Debinha were on the goals for Brazil in that game. And then the third set of games, Brazil beat Zambia 1-0. Not a lot happened in this game. Zambia played most of the game with 10 players after Lushoma Mweeba got sent off after just 14 minutes, and then Andressa Alves scored the only goal in the game in the 19th minute, as it was Rovador. And again, the Netherlands beat China 8-2. This time, Vivianne Miedema scoring a brace, Lika Martins scoring a brace, and Lenneth Berenstein also scoring, as well as goal from Shanice van der Sanden and Victoria Pelova. So in all, the Netherlands scored 21 goals in the group stages and conceded 8, which is the most out of any team so far at this Olympics. And the next highest is Brazil and Sweden with 9 goals. So it is the Netherlands and Brazil that progress through to the quarterfinals on Friday in this group. So it's goodbye to Zambia and China, unfortunately. Hopefully we get to see them at a major tournament again very soon. And into the final group, Sweden, USA, Australia, New Zealand is how it finished. The USA have been really poor. Opening game, they lost 3-0 to Sweden, who I did say pre-tournament were one of my favourites. Lena Hurtig scoring and Stina Blackstenius brace gave Sweden a 3-0 win. Australia beat New Zealand 2-1 with Sam Kerr and Tamika Yallop getting on the score sheet for Australia, whilst Gabrielle Rennie scored the only goal for New Zealand. Then match day 2 at the weekend, Sweden beat Australia 4-2. Again, Stina Blackstenius, Lena Hurtig and Fridolina Rolfo were the goal scorers for Sweden, whilst Sam Kerr scored both of the goals there for Australia. And USA got their big win, beating New Zealand 6-1 with Alex Morgan, Lindsay Horan and Rose Lavelle scoring goals, as well as Catherine Bott own goal and Abby Ercig own goal. And then in the final round of fixtures, USA Australia finished 0-0 and Sweden beat New Zealand 2-0 with Madeleine Jönögi and Anna Anvegard scoring the goals. So Sweden have been the only team that have won all 3 games as we head into the quarterfinals. And a quick look at the quarterfinals that take place on Friday. It starts off with Canada versus Brazil, followed by Great Britain, Australia, Sweden versus Japan, and Netherlands versus the USA, which is obviously a rematch of the 2019 Women's World Cup final. And it's going to be a very good game, and it's not all guaranteed for the USA, as they haven't looked very dangerous so far. Apart from that one game against New Zealand, they have been very shaky so far throughout the tournament. Right, we'll be back at the end of the quarterfinals to preview the semi-finals and have a look back on all the games that take place later on this week. And don't forget, we'll also be back later on in the week to look at all the transfer news that's happening around the world of football. And hopefully Manchester United have announced Mark Skinner as their new manager. As of time of recording on Tuesday, they haven't yet announced it. But until later on this week, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a post, and follow us on social media as well. Until then, we'll see you soon.